With the emergence of Marrok, Star Wars fans have been doing what they love most, crafting various theories about who is hiding behind the mask of the Imperial Inquisitor. At the moment, the most popular theories are as follows. Marrok is either Barris Offee, a hypnotized Ezra Bridger, or Starkiller, also known as Galen Marek, Darth Vader's secret apprentice from the Force Unleashed game. The theories about Ezra and Barris are quite implausible, as Ezra is most likely chilling in another galaxy with Thrawn, and Barris can't hide behind the mask because Marrok is played by a man. However, many fans strongly believe that Marrok is actually Starkiller. I don't think it's possible that Galen Marek himself is hiding behind Marrok's mask. Don't get me wrong, I would be happy if he became canon, but it seems highly unlikely. Sam Witwer, who played Galen in the game, is not credited as Marrok anywhere in the series. His name can only be seen under additional voices graph. During one of his streams, the actor initially claimed not to have been involved in the series, but later remembered that he had participated.
I can't really talk about stuff like that, except for there's a show that I watched and I really liked it.
Syndicate members in the area.
Really liked it. I don't know what the rules are. I mean, honestly, like, I didn't.
And most of all,
I was just about to say I didn't work on Ahsoka, but I did. So, yeah, I don't think I can say anything, guys. But proud of Dave. I love Dave.
Therefore, it's unlikely that Sam is playing a significant character. He probably just voiced a few lines in the series. There is another Starkiller theory that makes more sense, but is still unlikely to happen. In this case, Starkiller doesn't necessarily refer to the character from the game. Some hypothesize that Marrok may be based on the concept of Starkiller. For example, in the Force Unleashed game, we play as Vader's apprentice, who travels through the galaxy, hunts down and kills surviving Jedi after Order 66. Essentially, we're doing the same job as the Disney-created Inquisitors. The essence of the Starkiller theory is that Marrok was somehow more closely connected to Vader than other Inquisitors. Vader personally trained them, and Marrok could have been his favorite or somehow captured his attention, thus becoming his secret apprentice. This theory raises questions like where was Marrok in the Kenobi series or Star Wars Rebels? Why would Marrok, who in this case outshined other Inquisitors and even attained the status of Vader's apprentice, need to be supervised by a less experienced Shin Hati to complete the mission? These questions seem to debunk this theory. Now, the most interesting part. If Marrok is not Starkiller, then who is he? Someone on Reddit with the username economicslegal6989 wrote an interesting thing. It's worth mentioning that I have no idea who this is or whether we can trust this person, but now that post has been deleted. This guy stated that Marrok is literally made of smoke. You can see this leak gaining popularity on the internet. Sounds absurd, right? Now I'll try to explain why this could make sense. We know that Morgan Elsbeth is a Dathomirian witch. True Star Wars geeks don't need an explanation of who they are, but for more casual fans I'll briefly explain. They are a clan of female witches who possess magic. Not the kind of magic like in Harry Potter in this case, it's more of a variation or offshoot of the dark side of the Force, which appears as green smoke. These witches had plenty of screen time in the Clone Wars animated series, but we are interested in the moment of the death of Darth Maul's brother, Savage Opress. In the series, the witches enchanted Savage, giving him immense physical strength, endurance and resilience. When Savage dies at the hands of Darth Sidious, we can see this green smoke emanating from his body. The body kind of deflates and reverts to its natural appearance. The series also shows that these witches are capable of resurrecting the dead with their magic. So, the only theory that, in my opinion, might turn out to be true is that Marrok is a resurrected Inquisitor. In other words, he was killed by someone or somehow died, or perhaps Balin killed him, after which Morgan Elsbeth used magic to bring him back. If the person from Reddit is right and Marrok is indeed some kind of smoke, then this is, in my view, the only correct option. This explains his rusty helmet and creepy voice, especially since we have already seen Inquisitors with unclear aggregate states. It would be amusing if this theory turns out to be nonsense and Marrok is actually just an ordinary Inquisitor who somehow survived the fall of the Empire and now makes a living as a bounty hunter. But for now I can say that he is definitely not Galen Marek. Write in the comments who you think is behind Marrok's mask and feel free to like the video as well. Let's hope that Dave has something interesting for us in the episodes ahead. See ya!